All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Art Talk. So, today I wanted to talk about making it happen. What is it that you want to make happen? That's what it all comes down to. I even actually kind of made these really cool bracelets. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it says, where is it up here? It just says, sorry, showed you my hairy arm there. Make it happen on my wrist there. But the idea of making it happen is exactly what that sounds like. What are the goals that you have in your mind? What is it that you're trying to achieve? What are you putting off to the side? What are you afraid of even starting? And the making it happen aspect is this is all up to you. There's no other outside source that's going to convince you of doing something or even should convince you of something, or people stopping you from doing something. It's like, what do you want to make happen? It's a very simple concept. Well, what I want to make happen is I want to get to that level within my artwork that I can start getting XYZ sort of job. What is that thing going to be? And the reason I feel so strongly about this, because of my journey and everything that I've sort of gone through in my life, everything that I've started was just that concept, that idea that I decided I'm just going to make this happen. I don't know what the end result is, and I think that's one of the most important things that you need to think about and realize as you're moving forward with this is stop trying to block things from happening. And I think we do that mentally. We start to tell ourselves, well, it's impossible. I got too much time. People aren't responding the way I want them to right now. It's too far away. I don't live in the right town. I don't have the right friends. There's nothing being shared or posted that's going to help me get to where I need to go. There's no one just emailing me all the time and offering me work. There can be so many different excuses that you kind of come up with that are stopping you from making anything happen. And it's up to us to make it happen. Just what are those things? What do we need to research? What do we first even need to just start off with? What is it that we even want to make happen? What is that thing that you want to make happen? And the willingness is the next thing, just to really follow through with the steps and the work, because nothing's going to happen without the work. And it's just doing the work effectively and efficiently to eventually get you to where it is that you want to go and what you want to be in your life. And I don't want to say it's a simple concept, because nothing's ever simple. It requires that energy, that effort, but I do strongly believe that making it happen is up to us. We can't rely on others. We never can. We're going to have to rely on others to potentially give us the work that we may be seeking. If I want to work in an animation studio, well, I can't just say I want to work at an animation studio and all of a sudden I'm working at an animation studio. I got to make sure that I've prepared myself, that I've built up that portfolio, that I've done everything that I can in order to put in front of the right people and hope that they're going to make the decision. But I'm that much closer to making it happen for me. I mean, I did it. 50,000 other people did it. There's so many people that are doing it, that are getting the jobs that they want. They make it happen through trial and error. Nothing's going to just be handed to you, gifted to you. It's what efforts are you going to make to start making it more likely that it can happen for you? Where are you going to put yourself? Are you going to put yourself out there? Are you going to start setting up at street fairs? Are you going to set up at conventions? Are you going to go to specific stores and even just maybe you've created a line of greeting cards? Maybe you can go to a mom and pop store and start off there, where to get your greeting cards put in their store. Maybe you're going to a convention that caters to greeting cards. Maybe you go check out licensing shows, book fairs, and you go to all these different places. And by you keep showing up and interacting and engaging, that's how you start to make things happen. If you're not doing any of that, well, then you're going to be at a loss. And this is why it's so important to find those right sort of events that are going to be right for you. I used to set up at conventions. I was at about maybe I did about almost 9 conventions a year at one point, which is a lot of conventions. You know, you're talking about 12 months out of the year. I was at a convention almost every single month, just trying to sell what it is that I created. I created some books, I made some prints, and I went out there, and that was what I was doing. Now I only do about 3 conventions a year. Okay, but you got to start with somewhere. You got to make an effort. You got to put in that time, because that's what's going to start to make things happen for you and make those connections, because making that happen is just a priority. Again, what is your life? What do you want your life to do? What do you want to make happen for you? Do you want to live in a house and not an apartment? Do you want to be married and not unmarried? Do you want to have kids? Don't you want kids? It's like, do you want to have a car and not or not? It's like, what do you want to make happen? And keep putting that thought into your mind and start writing those things down. And eventually you'll make those things happen. They may not go the exact same way that you want them to. It may not be that actual outcome, but at least it's a start in the right direction. And that's all we can do, because one step leads to another, which will eventually get us across that bridge to where that ideal goal that it is that we're really aiming for and looking for. All right. So it's up to you. Make it happen. Make it a great week. And I'll talk to you next week. Take care.
Thank you.